Yeah. Yeah. Huh. It's on the mic, yeah. Go in the zone, breaking down plays like I'm coaching from home. Women's game, rise and call it throne for the queens. I'm the conduit, connecting courts with big screens. I am Zoe Media, where the passion collide. Spotlight the hustle, bring the grind worldwide. From interviews to moves, the game's in my scope. Showcasing the greatness, inspiring hope. She cross up defender, step back, that's clean. Highlight moments, blowing up the whole scene. From buzzer beaters, the teamwork extreme. The beauty of the game, living out the dream. I break it all down, every pick, every roll. From the layups to the swishes, every hoop, every goal. Got the mic in my hand, got the stats in my soul. Women's basketball shining, that's the ultimate role. From legends of the past to the rookies today, I document the journey, every bounce, every play. Respect on their name, they redefine the trail. Prince with Zoe Media, telling stories regale. Zoe Media, where the passion collide. Spotlight the hustle, bring the grind worldwide. From interviews to moves, the game's in my scope. Showcasing the greatness, inspiring hope. Break it all down, every pick, every roll. From the layups to the swishes, every hoop, every goal. Got the mic in my hand, got the...
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. It's game day. Aces fans, Chicago Sky fans, Fever fans, Dallas Wings fans, Brazilian national team fans. It is game day. Look, off season is officially over. Off season is officially over. Hit that like button as y'all come in, man. We got so much to get to today. Hit that like button as you come in. We got so much to get to today, man. What's going on, everybody out there? Again, little midday snack for y'all, you know what I'm saying? While you at work, at home, you know, hey, look, little midday snack. I will be live later on with Showtime doing the Chicago Sky versus the Brazilian national team live play-by-play. I will also, all season long, if you go to my page, you'll see it on my profile. It's already up there. All season long, I'll be doing Aces in Chicago Sky post games. So tune in for those. I got some amazing stuff coming on those. Super, super cool. Been putting together for like a week now. So make sure you lock in after all games. So once Chicago Sky or Aces games ends this season, pop in to I Am Zoe Media. Get your best first takes, breaking down the game. I'll even have film on hand. I'll see how much I can get for the second half because I got to. Most of my film will probably be like first half, but I will have film on hand, just breaking down a few plays that I've seen that can get better or that were amazing. So make sure you tune into Chicago Sky and Aces live post games with your boy Prince on I Am Zoe Media. Appreciate all of y'all for coming in here, man. Yeah, Unc, got a midday, Unc. Got a midday popping up. You know what it is. Look, just love that gym. Just love that gym. Got that midday pulling up, you know what I'm saying? But without further ado, man, look, shout out to ST13 for becoming a member of I Am Zoe Media. You ST, you will be getting a chat from me, get you so we can get you some merch, man. But appreciate you. If you're not a member of my channel, go to my description. Is actually in the description of this video. Click on the link or go to my profile and click on join and become a member of I Am Zoe Media. It comes with amazing perks. If you live in an area that has a WNBA team, an NBA team, or an NFL team, I would join my $99 club, because if you're a 99 club member, I will be buying you and your significant other or one of your kids 2 tickets to their favorite game this year, whether it be Chicago Sky, Aces, Dallas Wings, Baltimore Ravens, Los Angeles Lakers. So if you become a member of my $99 membership, you do get 2 free tickets to a game of your choice. It doesn't expire. Whenever you want the 2 tickets, that's when they happen. Again, basketball paid me well. It's my job to give back to the community. So shout out to all of y'all. Shout out to all of y'all. And we got another member, one of my Aces legends. B Will. Shout out to B Will for becoming a member of I Am Zoe Media. B Will, you already know what it is. You already know, you homeboy. You're in the cornerback fraternity. You already know what it is, man. Appreciate that, B Will. Again, if you're not a member of my channel, what you waiting on? If you're not a member of my channel, what you waiting on? Look, today, if you're gonna send a $5 super chat, just sign up for my $9.99 membership. If you're gonna send a $3 super chat, $2 super chat, $2.99 super chat, just go ahead on and sign up for my $2.99 membership instead of sending a super chat. I would appreciate that better than the super chat, honestly. Get those memberships, y'all. Get those memberships. Shout out to ST13 and B Will for becoming members of I Am Zoe Media. Again, man, what's going on? Chat out there. Hey, look, put a fire emoji in the chat if you excited for today. I need to know if y'all excited for today. We got Chicago Sky versus the Brazilian national team. We got the Dallas Wings versus look, it don't get better than this. This is what basketball is about, right? Shout out to the women out there. This is y'all space. We just renting it. This is y'all space. We just renting it. Shout out to y'all women out there, man. Look, I got a lot of fire emojis in the chat. They ready. They active. What's going on? Her active life. Lilac, King Pisces, Nathan, Superfly, J, Amy Sue, Uncle J.E., Chicago Cheetah, Skullbrain Nation. Man, y'all in the chat, Political Lil. Man, shout out to all of y'all. Shout out to Bree, man, Paige. Shout out to all of y'all. Y'all for pulling up. Y'all already know what it is, man. We ain't even gonna be here super long. Cause again, I do got the game tonight, and I gotta get some stuff I gotta take care of before that. But I did want to talk about Chicago Sky expectations for tonight's game. Shout out to Farrah. Let's go Skytown. Shout out to Farrah. Let's go Skytown. Again, those of you who are just coming in, if you're not a member of my channel, instead of sending through a super chat, go ahead on and join my membership. Go ahead on and join my membership. Because for me, it ain't about the immediate success. It's about the loyalty. Show your loyalty by going and become a member of I Am Zoe Media. It come with amazing perks. Make sure you check out all 4 tiers before you actually sign up, so you can sign up to the one that best suits your needs. So make sure you go check out all 4 of my membership tier perks. If you haven't liked the video yet, like the video, man. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, subscribe to my channel. I like to get all that way at the beginning because I probably don't never say it again. So subscribe to the channel, like the video. Appreciate all the love. Go back and check out my other videos. Go back and check out my training camp Chicago Sky preseason video. Go check out my Aces draft profile video with Harmony Turner and Aaliyah Nye and Deja Kelly. Go check that out if you haven't already as well. But again, man, let's get to it, right? Let's get to it. Chicago Sky first preseason game under new head coach Tyler Marsh. Man, I got a lot of expectations. Some put on by me, some put on by others of what Tyler Marsh is supposed to bring. So I got a lot of expectations for this team. We'll see if they come to fruition, especially with Tyler Marsh's offense. Even with Coach Renee, I got a lot of expectations for what she can bring to the Chicago Sky as well. So look, I want to start off by saying Tyler Marsh, Jeff P, Renee, Courtney, all involved. Good luck, because I have high expectations for you. I have high expectations for you. Again, some fans put them expectations on you. Some of those you did. Press conferences. So I have high expectations for you. So we'll see what that looks like. I want to start with Chicago Sky's offense, man. Chicago Sky's offense. We really need to figure out. We Chicago Sky's offense really needs to figure out what is. See, when you think about a great teams, right? Let's start with the lineup because we're gonna get into like the systematic stuff. Let's start with the lineup. I need at least 2 veterans in my starting lineup. 2 to 3. 3, amazing. 2, we'll see what that looks like, right? We'll see what that looks like. So Chicago Sky has that, right? You have Vandersloot, floor general, one of the greatest point guards of all time, right? And first ballot Hall of Fame or whatever, second ballot, however you want to play it up. Champion, point guard champion 2 times over, right? So you got that leading the troops, right? Know what it takes to win, know what it takes to compete at a high level. You need that. So according to Vandersloot, you got that in your lineup, right? You got that in your lineup. Ariel Atkins, she's a mid vet. Ariel Atkins is a mid vet. She hasn't been in that 8+ range. You don't become a vet till 8 years in. So she's a mid vet. She's getting there. So 2-way player, can shoot, can facilitate when need be. Great court presence, great court awareness, great vision, down here attacker. Shout out to Ariel Atkins. My 3. This is what I need. This is what I hope Tyler Marsh is watching at practice with his 3, because a lot of people don't really realize this, but your 3 is literally one of the most important pieces on your team, because they have to do so many different intangible things that don't show up on the stat sheet. The dirty work, the rebounding, the crashing the offensive glasses, the guarding the other team's best player, knocking down shots when needed to. Again, setting good screens for ball handlers and bigs. Like, your 3 is so important, and I don't think they haven't solidified what the 3s looks like this year for the Chicago Sky. They're everywhere. You got Michaela. See, Michaela's game isn't the issue. I'm gonna tell you what's wrong with Michaela. It's the just consistency of understanding what it is at the 3. I went back and watched film on her, right? And I think I've come to the conclusion Michaela doesn't know how to be a 3. She doesn't understand. Michaela doesn't understand she has to do the dirty work. Michaela doesn't understand she has to be consistent on catch and shoot 3s. Michaela doesn't understand she has to run the floor to get easy buckets for her team. That's what 3s do. Like you'll have your anomaly 3s, right? But your standard 3s, your standard wings, starting wings, they have to do the little intangible things. And I think that's the problem with Michaela's game. She hasn't figured out how to actually be a small forward. You have to be able to do the dirty work stuff. You just have to. It comes with the territory. Either you're too good, or you're in between, or you're just not good for the position. And I think that's one of the first things in training camp I hope Tyler Marsh figured out was, is Michaela a starting small forward? And again, when people hear that, they get up in the twat about that and all that. Like, come on, man. It's basketball. It's basketball, man. I'm not going to the bank telling them to put her out of the house or nothing. It's basketball. Some of y'all take stuff too personal, man. It's basketball. Y'all take stuff too personal. These people, let me tell you something about athletes, man. I played with some high profile ones. I've been around them. I was one, right? Let me tell you something about athletes. Fans create more fanfare than athletes even realize. On the outside looking in, like, fans create more fanfare than athletes even realize. Because at the end of the day, it's basketball. Like, it isn't personal. If she hasn't figured out the small forward position yet, that isn't personal. Her skill set and her mindset just isn't fit to be a starting small forward. Nothing personal about that. Y'all get too personal. Look, come on YouTube to learn the game. If you want to create your own channel and do your own stuff, but on my channel, don't take it personal. I just speak basketball. I speak the game, and just from watching film and looking at Michaela's track record, she hasn't figured out. It's not really her skill set. It's not really Michaela's skill set. Michaela hasn't figured out how to be a starting small forward, and nothing wrong with that. That's something Tyler Marsh and Renee and the rest of the coaching staff, hopefully Tanisha Wright is with her, getting her right, having her figure it out. You got Kia Nurse, you got Rebecca Allen there as well. You got Morgan Birch there as well. Veterans that can kind of help her figure out what it is to be a starting small forward on a winning team. See, you see that little caveat I said at the end? A starting small forward on a winning team. See, y'all keep forgetting. There's different type of players. Some players are winning players, and some players are just good players. That's two different things. Y'all look at some players with potential. Look, winning takes the intangibles. Winning takes the little things. Some good players don't have intangibles. Some good players don't do the little things, so they don't create a winning culture around them. Or can you win at the highest level? Yes or no? That's it. Nothing personal about it. Y'all get too personal with all of these comments and stuff. Look, y'all come in, and this is what I be tripped out about. Y'all come in here every day. I'm gonna need y'all to listen. Really pay attention to what I'm about to say, because I had this conversation offline with somebody. Fans come in here every day. Every day, y'all go on Twitter, social media, this person a winner, that person a winner. But guess what? To be a winner, it takes the intangibles. Y'all come in here every day saying the Chicago Sky need to win. They need to continue to get better. Y'all want them to make the playoffs. In order for Chicago Sky to make the playoffs, guess what they got to do, y'all? They got to win more games than last year. So whatever expectations you had for Chicago Sky last year, they need to be brought up a notch, because for them to make the playoffs, they got to win more games. Some of y'all be contradicting yourselves. Do you want Chicago Sky to make the playoffs? Yes or no? And with that comes expectations of winning, expectation of doing the little things, expectation of locker room camaraderie. Y'all confusing me, man. And I know some of y'all are just becoming basketball fans, so y'all still learning on the fly. That's why y'all pull up the channels. Y'all truly trying to learn the game. I'm not talking to y'all. I'm talking to those who've been around basketball for years, that know basketball. They always come up in here contradicting themselves. Do you want Chicago Sky to win or not? Because the way they be talking, they always say they feel like I be throwing shade on players when I be breaking down their game. The way y'all talk, I be thinking y'all be throwing shade because it don't make no sense what you asking. You want players to get better, but you don't want to hold them accountable. Guess what comes with winning? Accountability. Guess what comes with winning? Intangibles. Guess what comes with winning? The little things. Guess what comes with winning? High expectations. I am going into this season with higher expectations than I had last year, because y'all told me Chicago Sky is going to be a 6 or 7 seed and they're going to make the playoffs. So whatever expectations I had for Chicago Sky last season, they're going up a notch. And it is what it is. You can go to another channel. You ain't got to come over here. You go to another channel and you ain't got to come over here.
All I ask is when you lay your head on that pillow at night, know I gave you everything I had.
Shout out to Chelsea for the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, Sharice. Not Chelsea. I'm sorry. Appreciate you, Sharice. Shout you out for the $5 super chat. Shout you out for the $5 super chat. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Again, appreciate the $5 super chat, but I'd rather y'all become members of the channel. Again, let me say this though, because this been going around YouTube. People been sending me clips. I guess people throwing shots at me or whatever like that. Being an athlete, got to talk about this and that. Let me tell y'all something, man. Let me tell y'all something. Because I want to get this out the way before the season starts. Yes, I brag. Yes, I'm braggadocious. Yes, I'm arrogant.
Yes, I talk like my stuff don't stink. Yes, I think I'm a big dog. Because guess what? That's my personality. I don't care if you don't got to talk about how good you are at basketball. I do. Move around from my channel. And see, some of y'all, people be sending me screenshots. Y'all be knowing who people be talking about, and they be taking shots, and y'all be in their chats laughing and saying, yep, get off my channel. Let me tell y'all something. Get off my channel if you don't like that I'm braggadocious. Get off my channel if you don't like that I think I'm better at basketball than y'all. Get off my channel if you don't like that I brag. Get off my channel if you don't like that I don't think my shit stink. Get off my channel if you don't like that I think I look better than most YouTubers y'all watch. Get off my channel. My channel ain't for you to feel good. My channel is to show my personality, show my basketball acumen, show my personality, my experience, and give y'all understanding of how I view the game. Get off my channel. Some of y'all are Mayweather fans, man. Get off my channel. And all you content creators out there that's listening, that be taking shots. Yeah, I brag. Do something about it. Yeah, I think I'm better than you at every phase of life. Do something about it. Y'all be confusing me, man. Look, I'm not going into the season with none of this. I want to get this off the table. I want to get this off the table. If you don't like that I talk noise, move around. You ain't got to listen to my channel, because if you could take shots about me talking noise, that means you listening to my channel, dummy. If you think I'm braggadocious, that means you listening to my channel, dummy. Get off my channel, because some of y'all, let me tell y'all this, y'all like them dudes in the hood. You pull up in a BMW and they think you stunting. Look. Jealousy comes in all forms. Some of it be right in your face. Jealousy comes in all forms. Jealousy comes in all forms. I just wanted to get that out the way, because this is my last time mentioning that. I want to be super positive. I want to be myself. If you don't like me, get off my channel. Why you watching my channel? Why you going to report back to people telling them what I said? Get off my... I'm confused. I don't beg for no subscribers. I just do me and people subscribe. Get off my channel. Damn. Y'all be driving me with that, man. Y'all act like some high school kids. You worry about how another man brag. You worry about how another man talk. Man, y'all are sad, dog. Get off my channel. Anyway, shout out to all y'all out there who support the boy, man. Shout out to all of y'all who support the boy. Again, negate that. That's my last time. Look, I'm not going into this 2025 season with negativity or taking shots at people or even bringing up people comments about me. That's why I wanted to get it out the way, because that's not even what I'm on YouTube for. I'm not on YouTube to go back and forth with people. They ain't giving me no money. Anyway. First order of business, Michaela, learn how to play small forward, because you don't know how to play small forward. I'm sorry. I watched the film. I've watched the games. I watched all your games last year that you played, even the games when you were getting limited minutes with Teaspoon. You don't know how to play small forward. Learn how to play small forward. Learn how to play small forward. It's easy. It's easy. You got vets around you that play small forward. Stay around them. Stay around them. Stay around them. Let me tell you something about some players, man. I've had players like this. I've had point guards new to my team that have come. Let me tell you something about some players, man. You know why some players can't be great? Because they stuck in their own way. Some players can't be great because they stuck in their own way. Michaela, you can get a starting job. Michaela, you can get a solidified starting job just by being a sponge. Coaches see that. See, that's something I had to learn. See, That's that process I had to learn. Look, I'll be the first to admit I had a lot of growing pains playing basketball. It took me a while to get a jump shot. I always was quick. I had quick handles. I was always quick. 4 dribbles I can get down court. I was always quick, right? Always had lateral jumping ability. Always had hops, right? But it took me a while to understand the game. So I don't expect no one to be perfect in the game. There's players playing professional sports right now that are still trying to learn what it is to be at their position, what it is to utilize their skill set to the best of their ability. Basketball, look, y'all. Basketball is a continuing studies. You're never finished growing. Why you look? Y'all be like, Zoe be hard on these players because basketball is a continuing study. I don't expect you to make the same mistakes game after game. I have an expectation that you don't do stupid stuff game after game. I have an expectation that you go in the offseason, watch film, get a reliable trainer, communicate with your coaching staff on what you need to do better, and you do it. Some of y'all give too much grace, but won't winning results. With grace does not come winning. With grace becomes weakness. With grace, this is not real life. We're not asking you to give them a second chance because they've been in prison. They've been in the penitentiary for 20 years. Get them a job. We're asking you to not give them grace and give them expectations of what they're getting paid to do as basketball players. We as fans have to do better. We as fans have to do better with our commentary. I don't give basketball players grace unless you're coming off an injury. You better be look. You only get grace from me if you're coming off an injury or if you're a rookie. After that, you don't get no grace from me because you know what you gotta see. I don't like laziness. I don't like progression. Reprogression. Look. I don't like non-developmental players. Some players are non-developmental and y'all won't give them grace. And it's okay. That's just how you operate. I don't operate like that. Because contrary to what you might think, players can get better. It's up to them to decide how better they get. I don't need to see 100% growth. I just need to see 10% year over year. Add something else to your game. Add a little better dribble package every year. Get a crossover your game. Get a step back. Get a better layup package. Add a floater to your offense. Get strong. If you're not quick, if you're not quick on defense, get stronger. If you're not quick on defense, get smarter. Y'all expectations and y'all grace, which y'all be giving the players, is even coaches is confusing to me. I'll be really lost. Look. Tyler Marsh. Yes, you're a first-year head coach, but you've been around the league for 12 plus years. I'm not giving grace for you for not knowing when to call a timeout. Straight up. There's no grace for that. Y'all see where I'm getting at? Y'all won't give people grace for you've been around the league too long. You've been in championship organizations. I'm not giving you no grace this year for knowing when to call a timeout. Because if I could call a timeout for my couch, you should be able to call it because you're in the game. I'm not giving you grace for that. I'm not giving you grace for bad rotations halfway through the season. You should have that figured out. Tyler Marsh, your rotations, I give you 15 games. That's it. Tyler Marsh, I give you 15 games and that's it. You've been around the league for 10 years. Yes, you're a first-year head coach. See, this what people do. Some of y'all act like because Tyler Marsh is a first-year head coach, his whole coaching career starts over. He's been coaching for 10 plus years. He played ball. He's been around the league. He's been in championship organizations. Yes, he's a first-year head coach. But the little things that anybody should know, I'm not giving him grace for. Now, systematically knowing what the system looks like, things like that, yes. Roster construction, all of that, yes. 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 But just because he a first-year head coach, y'all won't look, y'all take first-year head coaches and y'all act like they whole career just started over, like they just came out the womb or something. They've been around basketball their whole life. And then y'all come in my chats, Zoe, why you so hard on them? Zoe, you go do it. Look. If Tyler Marsh don't know when to call a timeout, if Tyler Marsh ain't got this rotation solidified by game 15, if Tyler Marsh not adding in nuances, if Tyler Marsh isn't making adjustments by game 10, I need to see what's up. And if he ain't making adjustments by game 10 and you don't want to hear me rant, don't come over here. If you don't come over here. This is the wrong channel for you, partner. Because he been look. Look. I just want to set my expectations for the season. And I want some of y'all to think about your expectations for the season because they need to be right. They need to be right. Again, you can't. Again, Chicago Sky did not make the playoffs last year. I get it was locker room stuff, teaspoon, the roster control. I get all of that. I get all of that, right? But then y'all contradict yourselves because now y'all say Chicago Sky got a better head coach. Camilla's healthy. Angel Reese is better. The roster is better, right? So that tells me they should make the playoffs and they should win. That's what that tells me. Y'all can't contradict yourselves. Y'all can't brag about a new coach that's better than Teaspoon. Y'all can't brag about Camilla being healthy. Y'all can't brag about Angel Reese being better after Unrivaled. Y'all can't brag about a better roster. Y'all can't brag about Vandersloot. Look, and I got receipts. Y'all know I'm petty like that. I got receipts. I'm petty. I'm super petty. If you ain't know yet, I'm a Pisces. I'm super petty. If you ain't know yet, I'm super petty. I got receipts from the off season. I got receipts from podcasts. I got receipts from channels. I got the receipts from my chat. Y'all too. I got the receipts. So guess what? If Vandersloot ain't holding up her end of the bargain, I got the receipts. See, y'all be doing this to yourself. That's why when y'all be talking, I'll be like this. That's my this not gonna end well for you face. So for future reference, when I do this, that's me saying it's not gonna end well for you. I just don't want to say it. That's what that body language means. It's not gonna end well for you. Look, my expectations are this roster is going to play harder, is going to play better than last year's roster because the expectation that y'all put on me is that Chicago Sky is making the playoffs. So you can't say, Zoe, it's year one. No, it's not, because you told me they're making the playoffs. No, it's not. No, it's not. You told me they were going to be a 6 seed, a 7 seed. No, it's not. Give Tyler Marsh grace. I can't, because you told me they were going to be a better team, and you told me he was a better coach than Teaspoon. I'm not giving him no grace, because we didn't give Teaspoon no grace. We wanted her out of there halfway through the season. We didn't give her no grace. He ain't getting none either. Look, the reason I'm setting this standard is because I have the expectation that Chicago Sky is going to be the 6th seed. Literally me. I am Zo Media, Prince. I have the expectation that Chicago Sky is going to be the 6th seed. So all of my commentary, all of my takeaways, all of my takes and opinions will be put with the expectations that Tyler Marsh is a better X's and O's coach than Teaspoon, that Angel Reese is better than she was last year, that Camilla is healthy, that Vandersloot is the point guard we need to get the bigs the ball, and that we gonna win. We're gonna have a winning record, because you got to have a winning record to be the 6th seed. You can't have a losing record and be the 6th seed. The 7, 8 seed, maybe one game under 500, 2 games under 500, maybe 3 to 4 games under 500, maybe you make the 8 seed. But to be the 6th seed, you got to have a 500 or above record. So my expectations is this team is going to have a 500 above record. So don't come in here halfway through the season saying Zo trolling. Look, I want y'all to put down y'all phones right now and listen to me. Listen to me, goddamn. Listen to me. All 100, it got 103 people in here. Hit the like button, man. Look, all 103 of you in here, listen to me. Don't come up in here halfway through the season saying Zo too hard on Tyler Marsh, Zo too hard on the team, Zo too hard on Chicago Sky, Zo trolling, Zo hate. Don't come in here with that. Because I already set my expectation before the season started. My expectations is Chicago is the 6th seed, and the expectation I didn't give myself, y'all gave me. Y'all told me Tyler Marshall was better than Teaspoon. I didn't say that. Y'all said that. I don't know what he gonna be. I've been saying, if you've been around my channel since Tyler Marshall got hired, I've been saying wait and see. Y'all told me he was a better offensive coach than Teaspoon. That's what y'all told me. I didn't say it. Y'all told me. Y'all told me Vandersloot is the point guard we need, and Vandersloot gonna get us over the top. I didn't say that. Y'all told me that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Y'all told me Camilla gonna be healthy and be good. I didn't say that. Y'all said that. Y'all told me Michaela is the small forward we need, and she gonna be better under Tyler Marsh. She been working with him all off season. He gonna unlock her. Because he unlocked Asia and Jackie Young. I didn't say that. Y'all told me that. And Lilac, I know you didn't say the Michaela thing. So Lilac, I'm gonna X you out of that, Lilac. Shout out to Lilac. Y'all told me that. Look, y'all told me that, and I got the receipts. Because contrary to what y'all believe, I do go back and watch my live replay, and I take screenshots. So I got the receipts. I got the receipts, and I'm waiting. I'm waiting for y'all to come up in here capping. Look, I got a whole Excel thumbnail that I'm gonna drop on the screen as soon as y'all come up in here capping. If y'all come up in here capping by game 10, some of y'all gonna get exposed because I'm gonna drop them right on this screen. See how I'm doing this live stream? I'm gonna pull them up and put them right there and be like, now what was that? Now what was that? Now what was that? Hey Lilac, I got the Excel sheet. I got look. This season ain't gonna end well for a lot of people. This season, hey, some of y'all takes, they ain't gonna end well. I got the Excel sheet. They ain't gonna end well. They ain't gonna end well. They not gonna end well. Look, when I do this, y'all know what that means. That take ain't gonna end well. Look, because y'all be capping, and people be think I be just talking, I just be ranting, I just be yelling on the microphone. Y'all be up in here capping. That's why I be yelling. Y'all be capping. And y'all be contradicting yourselves, and y'all be lying. Some of y'all be lying. Oh, I didn't say that. Yes, you did. Oh, I didn't mean that. Yes, you meant that. Oh, no, maybe you took it wrong. No, I didn't. I took it just like you said it. And you meant what you said, and you contradicted yourself. You don't save face. Don't save face. Yeah, you said it. See, y'all getting that Pisces me right now. This that Pisces me. Hey, look, this that on court me. Look. I used to tell coaches, call a timeout. He can't guard me. So y'all just getting my basketball personality. It ain't braggadocious. That's just how I am. I'm a competitor. I'm feisty. I'm petty. Look, I used to walk by benches and be like, coach, me and other teams' coaches used to stay getting into it. I used to walk by benches at least once a game and be like, coach, call timeout. He can't guard me. Call timeout. Call timeout. He can't guard me. He can't. I used to be in the huddles and everything. I was petty. Y'all just getting my basketball personality. Look, if I rub you the wrong way, then just say you don't like just say you don't like competitive people. Just say you don't like emotional people. That's all. I got high emotion. Yeah, I'm an emotional person. I ain't gonna lie. Some men don't like to say that. I'm an emotional person. It is what it is. You can unsubscribe. They ain't gonna stop. You unsubscribe, it ain't gonna stop me from being emotional. I'm an emotional person. I've been playing basketball since I was 4.5 years old, almost 5. What you want me to do? What you want me to do? If you're a constructor and if you work in construction and you riding down the street and you see somebody putting the roof on wrong, even though you're not gonna get out the car, you're gonna put your head in your hand, and you're gonna be like, what is they doing? That house gonna collapse. But I've been playing basketball since I was 4.5 years old, and I can't be emotional about basketball. But you could be emotional as a contractor passing down the street and seeing the building getting built wrong, see the foundation getting built wrong. See, that's what I mean. Some of y'all be hypocrites and contradicting yourselves. That's what I be meaning. Stop being a hypocrite. Stop being a hypocrite. I can't be emotional, but when you invested in something, you could be emotional. That's why y'all come over here. Y'all come over here to get that real, man. Y'all come over here to get that real. Y'all come over here to get that real. And it's life. It's okay, though. And it's okay. I'm not mad at you. It's okay. I love all y'all. It's okay. But again, I say what my expectations are. Let me drop this link because, again, y'all got me for about 30 more minutes, man, because I got to get ready for some other stuff, and I got to get ready. When you come up here, watch the language. Hey, look. Too many people, let me say this. Too many people have been hitting me up saying, Zoe, your streams are fire. I love your content. But they be coming on your panel with loud noises, chewing in the background, fixing on cars, cutting grass, painting their house, arguing with their wives and husbands, changing the baby diapers. Look, man, if you doing something and you want to come up, finish doing what you're doing, then come up. Finish what you're doing, then come up. Panel etiquette. Panel etiquette. Google that word. If you don't know what it means and you want to come up, Google it first before you come up. Panel etiquette. Again, when you come up, give your expectations of what you want to see today. What do we expect today? Today only, though. Don't go into game 2. Just what you expect today. So, because the people listening just want to talk about today's game. That's another thing. When you come up, keep it focused on today's game, not tomorrow's game, not Indiana versus Chicago Sky game 1 of the regular season. Preseason game number 1. That's what the title was about. Preseason game number 1. The link is in the chat. Again, hit that like button if you haven't. If you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. If you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. ST13 said, I mostly want to see how the bench plays. Me too. Me too. That's another thing. God dog it. ST13. That's why I mess with you. Because I forgot to throw that out there too. All of y'all bragging about Chicago Sky bench, they on the clock. All of y'all bragging about Chicago Sky bench, they on the clock. They on the clock too. They on the and look, that's vets. That's vets. Look, they on the clock. All of y'all bragging about Chicago Sky bench, they on the clock. That's all I'm gonna say. They on the clock. What's going on, Brass? What's going on?
What's up, my brother? What's happening, nephew?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much. Getting ready for this game, man.
Man, I can't wait, bro. I can't wait, bro. I'd wait. I'm itching. I want to see some Sky basketball so bad. I don't care if they're going against preschool students. I want to see some. I want to see some Sky basketball. I want to see how this new team gels. I want to see their chemistry. I know it's early, too early to expect a whole lot from them as far as chemistry right now because they ain't been together long at all. But I still want to see. I don't have high expectations as far as that, but I want to see. I still want to see. I want to see the guard play, and I want to see the perimeter defense. I know it's Brazil, but I still want to see. I want to see what Tyler Marsh runs. I want to see his sets. He's not going to show too much in the preseason, if at all. Probably just going to have him out there just playing simple stuff, obviously. But I just want to see how they interact with each other, the movement, and all of that kind of stuff. So. But before I get started, I want to give a shout out to my man Ibrahim Traore out there in Burkina Faso. Man, he doing big things for the African continent. Man, that's when I always got to chime in on some political stuff going on in the world because it's significant. Just shout out to Captain Traore. Man, he doing his thing. But anyway, the two things I want to see though is Kamilla, see how much she improved down low. And I want to see the perimeter defense. And generally what that means is the guards. I want to see the perimeter defense.
That part. Now,
yes,
look, everybody that come up here, look, I already said how you feel about the expectations that I've set.
As far as them making the playoffs?
No, they told me Chicago Sky going to be the 6th seed. They told me Tyler Marsh is better than Teaspoon. They told me this bench is better than last year's bench. They told me this team gonna play defense. And they told me Vandersloot is the point guard we need. That's my expectations. And that's what my expectations are set for this season.
Is that saying much though?
That's how look. By game 10. If at least half of that ain't looking good, I'm crashing out.
Oh, man, I'm crashing out. If it's worse than last year, bro, I'm crashing out.
Look, and I got high hopes. I don't want to put no negativity in the air.
Exactly.
But this year, moving forward, I get tired of people going back on what they say.
That's why I asked that question, because I expect a great improvement, because last year, even though we almost made the playoffs still, I did not like it. It was trash, especially getting my number one pet peeve, which is the perimeter defense and getting Kamilla the ball. But this year, I expect from Corey, especially from Vandersloot. Vandersloot, she ain't what she used to be, but still, she's veteran enough. She been around the block enough. She got one of them things on her. She got two of them things on her fingers. Right. You understand? I expect her to be the veteran leader on that court and making the proper decisions. That's what I'm not looking for the spectacular play, because we know she ain't never been that. But what I'm looking for, steadiness, leadership, and making the right decisions and getting the people the ball at the right time in the right places. That's what I'm looking for.
Look, Brass. Look, Brass. I'm telling you. Look, and people keep saying Michaela developing. What Michaela developing for? To be a bench player? She been in the league 7 years. What we waiting on?
Right. How many teams did she play for?
What we waiting on? Either she can play the small forward position or she can't. What are we waiting on?
Personally, I'm waiting on somebody better. That's what I'm waiting on. I'm not waiting on her to get better. I'm waiting on a better player to take her place. That's what I'm waiting on, G. Hey, she's cool. She all right. I mean, she can play. She can stick around in the league maybe a year too long. I get it. But for me, we need an upgrade at that position. As far as starters, coming off the bench, okay. And as far as starting, I need somebody better. That's just me.
I just need to know what we waiting on. Like, this is the thing. This is the thing. Some of you Angel Reese fans. Angel Reese is in year 2, and y'all got more expectations than Michaela. Make it sense. Y'all be talking about me throwing shade. Some of y'all be throwing shade and don't even realize you're doing it. Because you're getting your takes from content creators that don't know what they're talking about. That's why y'all throw shade and don't even realize you're doing it. Look, when we gonna hold Michaela feet to the fire?
Mm.
Why
Come
does
on.
Camilla and Angel Reese have more expectations than Michaela? And we just need Michaela. We just need Michaela to play defense and knock down some threes.
Thank you.
I'm
Consistently.
not asking Michaela to be no all-star. Come on, man. What
Yeah.
are we doing?
Right.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
Look, Brass. When it
Yo.
comes to basketball, I don't got no grace. I got no grace. I know what
Mhm.
goes on at practice. I know what goes on with trainers. I know what goes on in the film room. I don't got no grace for basketball players. I don't got none. I don't got no grace. None. Either get better or move on. Pick one.
Yeah. Well, I'm with you. I'm with you. Get it in.
Look, I want Rebecca Allen to start. I'm sorry. I'm
Okay.
done with Michaela. I'm done with. I want Rebecca Allen to start. I'm really done with Michaela.
Okay. Okay.
I'm really done with Michaela. And then when it comes to Tyler Marsh, Brass, I swear, if he don't call timeouts, I'm on him. He got till game 15 to figure out the rotation. I'm on him. If this team can't figure out how to do the little things, I'm on him. Because they told me, I didn't say it. They told me he's an offensive guru and he unlocked Asia and Jackie Young.
Did he really?
What's going on, B. Will?
What up, B?
Hey, what's up, Al? Can y'all hear me?
I sure can. I can.
Hey, hold on. Let me finish these Cheetos.
Hey, look, panel etiquette, man. Panel etiquette.
I'm just messing with you, man. I couldn't help that. You're right, though.
That's one of my favorite snacks.
Hey, man, chili cheese.
I like the jalapeno.
What I got on this, man, we gonna have to give him see what happens with Michaela. She gonna get a shot just like everybody else, and then we'll just see how it plays out. I ain't done with her. I understand where y'all coming from, and everybody is saying let's move on from Michaela. But you know, it's really
Hold up, real quick, B. I don't want to get rid of her if we can't upgrade. Now, remember I told Zoe earlier, just a minute ago. If we can do better, get her off the starting lineup. Go ahead.
That's the case with any player, not just specifically Michaela. That's how the game should be played. The meritocracy, right? If you deserve to get on the court, you will get on the court. If you deserve to be with the starting five, you'll be with the starting five.
But that's one of our more problem areas, though, is the area she plays. That's a problem area for us. The other areas ain't as big a problem as that one. Go ahead.
Oh, I agree. But so in reality, if we go back to last year, Michaela wasn't the only problem at that position. You know, so like to say, I get what y'all saying, move on from her, but Chicago side and Tyler Marsh specifically, he's not gonna move on from her till he gives her a shot, and this is his first opportunity to give her a shot. It's clearly he saw something in her that he wanted to bring out, and we just have to see if he can actually do what he wants to do. You know what I'm saying? If he can actually get what he wants to get out of her.
B. Will, you trying to take Michaela to Red Lobster or something?
Yeah. She is fine. What
are you talking about, man? What are you talking about?
I'm really talking about the same thing as y'all. I'm just saying she's gonna get a shot. I ain't saying hang on to her if she for just posterity and sentimental value. I ain't saying that. I'm saying Tyler Marsh. It was something that he picked up on, and Jeff P as well. It's something about her that they wanted to ride with and give her another opportunity. And so that's all that's happening here. As I see it, I think, yeah, if they play their cards right, if they do what they're supposed to do as professionals, then they'll see what they got with her, and then if it's not there and you got a better option, then you go with that option. That's all.
Man.
I'm not.
Look here, man.
I'm not going for it.
Man. Be Will. See, this is what I don't like. This what y'all be doing. Will Chicago Sky make the playoffs this year?
That's a question to me.
Yeah, I'm asking you.
I don't know. I think they have the
that ain't matter. No. Yes or no, man?
I don't know.
What you mean you don't know? Yes or no? The season about to start.
All right, exactly. The season about to start. They had a lot of changes. We don't know what that's gonna look like. So I don't know.
Do you think this roster, do you think this roster can make the playoffs? Yes or no?
Yes, I think they can make it. That's a different question.
You got them making the playoffs. What are we talking about?
I think so. Again, you asked me a different question.
Hey, Brad, he will not trying to be on my receipt video. He think he's slick.
Oh man, I answer questions as they ask, bro. If you ask me, do I think they will? I don't know. Do I think they can? Yes, I do.
Okay, let's stop right there. You think they can make the playoffs though, right?
Yes.
What does it take for them to make the playoffs this year? To win, right?
Mm-hmm.
They got to win more games than they won last year, correct?
100%.
So that means Michaela got to play better than last year, correct?
Yeah.
So that's what we talking about then. What are we talking about? That's literally what I'm saying. I got expectations for Chicago Sky to make the playoffs. I got expectations for Chicago Sky to be better than they were last year. And if Tyler Marsh puts Michaela can't shoot a Warrior in my starting lineup, she better play better.
That's all I'm saying, though. We're not saying anything different, except for a couple times you said you're over Michaela. You ready to move on from her. I'm just saying I'm not necessarily ready to move on. I'm waiting to see what she's gonna do, what they have in her.
So you think if Tyler Marsh can unlock her?
I don't know. I think
man, what you know, man? What color the sky is, man? What color the sky is?
Do I think he can? All right. If we go by what he did with Jackie Young, right? They're two different players, but what he did, he definitely made a difference with Jackie Young, right? I still don't like Jackie Young's shot because I think it's too flat, but that's a different story. But he made a difference with Jackie Young, who was already a decent shooter. Michaela is similar. She's already a decent shooter. Can he unlock that? Can he unlock other aspects of her game? You know, to a certain extent, like IQ. To a certain extent, IQ is kind of like IQ does not measure how much you know. It's more about your ability to learn, right? And so everybody has a specific ability, right? So whether she has the ability to gain the basketball IQ remains to be seen.
B. Will, you did all that dancing and never answered the question, man.
Yeah.
You just gave me
question.
You gave me, man. You gave me a whole thesis and never read the title of the book. I don't even know what book you
Tell me
read.
what the question was then. Tell me what the question was then. Tell me the question I didn't answer. What's the question that I didn't answer?
He's rubbing the bridge of his nose.
B. Will, it's not going to end well for you.
It's not going to end well for you, B. Will.
Look, man. Look, man.
What was the question that was asked?
Look, B. Will.
What's the question that I didn't answer?
Look, B. Will. First of all, you lied. See, I told y'all about coming up here with all that lying. First of all, you lied.
Oh my goodness!
You said Michaela is a okay shooter. Since when?
She showed that last year. She decent. I ain't say she was no knockdown shooter.
I know that last.
B Will. Tell me the game.
that's
Tell me the time and place, and I'm gonna go watch the film. Tell me the game where she was a decent shooter.
Watch. All right. If you just go back to the end of the season, watch the Aces games, the last 2 Aces games, and watch the LA game.
Okay.
When you say shooting, though, are you just referring from deep, or anyways? Does mid range count?
Mid range too. I'm talking because again, I'm saying that based on recent memory because I told y'all last week or 2 weeks ago, I've been watching the games, rewatching the games, and so like I have recency bias, but only because I've been watching the games, right? So the last few games of the season, Michaela showed light. Like she showed some real like moments, at least on offense, some real moments of I wouldn't say brilliance.
B Will. Doggone Will. B Will. Stop it while you ahead, B Will.
Bro,
You can ask a specific question.
B Will. B Will. Hold on, Woody Mac. Woody Mac. B Will. Let me read Michaela's stats for her last 6 games. I'm gonna read Michaela's stats for her last 6 games. September 11th. In 27 minutes, she had 5 points. She was 1 for 2 from 3. September 13th. In 31 minutes, she had 8 points. She was 0 for 3 from 3. September 15th, she had 18 points. She was 4 for 6 from 3. Okay, like I've been saying, inconsistent. September 17th, she played 35 minutes, had 8 points, and shot 0 for 4 from 3. Her last game, September 19th, she played 26 minutes, had 5 points, and was 1 for 5 from 3. What are we talking about?
That's exactly the same thing I was pulling up to.
The attributes of a good shooter, B Will, is consistency. She can't shoot.
Say it one more time, bro. Say it one more time.
She can't shoot. She been in the league 7 years. Tyler Marsh ain't unlocking nothing. What he gonna do is unlock the door so she can leave if he can find somebody better than her. That's the only unlocking he gonna do. He gonna unlock.
Give me my key card back.
Thank you. Give me the key card back. Thank you for your service. It's been lovely. You're a very nice girl. We'll see you later. Good luck in your endeavors in the future. See if you can find somebody better.
B Will. Listen, B Will. Michaela doesn't even take enough threes a game to have her shooting percentage be in the 30s.
Facts.
You gotta for you to be decent and have in a 30 range percent shooting from 3, you got to be shooting 5 to 6 or plus threes a game.
Yeah,
she's nowhere near that,
and she don't even get too many touches in the game.
Be efficient with the touches you get, or don't be efficient at all. That's the difference between bench players and starting rotational role players. That's 2 different people. You see, this new generation, they have turned all starters and bench players and put them in one category. That's not the same category. That's literally, I didn't start, when I started hearing that, when I got on YouTube and started listening to people that never been on a basketball court. I've never walked into any practice and my coach looked at the starting role players on my team and said, I'm gonna lump you in with the bench players. I've never seen that on no court. Ever. I've never been in no film study, no locker room where that has been a thing. These people got on YouTube and told y'all that starting rotational players that play a specific role and bench players are the same people. Bench players are inconsistent. Role players are consistent at the intangible things that help teams win. That's 2 different players.
It's true.
What are we doing, man?
Yeah. And even if our shots are not falling, what are you doing? Are you rebounding? Are you taking charges? What are you doing? The other intangibles of the game. Are you getting steals?
Yeah, role players are just that. Like he said, role players play a role. And in order for, like in acting, if you're an actor, you play a role. If you're inconsistent in your role play, guess what? You're gonna be out.
Yeah, that's true.
No, she gonna be that. She gonna look. She gonna be that stand-in actor that's sitting at the restaurant that don't say a word, but they getting parts, but they don't say a word. They just part of the group.
You can't do that, man. You can't be a starter and then you come to the dinner and you bring in paper plates and cups.
Right. Right.
Can't do that now. Where's your entree at? Where's your dish at?
I know you. Hey, look, be well. You the type of dude that likes to see the bright side, and you the guy that sees. Okay, I'm optimistic about players because you know, not because you like the player, but that's just your personality. You just think you and ain't nothing wrong with it, but sometimes it can get in the way of logic. That girl been in the league 7 years, and she ain't with the original.
Been like 4. I think she's going on her 5th year. I was exaggerating, but still.
Or whatever. Well, that's still a long time.
I was gonna say, don't say that. She was the 2021 rookie of the year, wasn't it? 2021.
Yeah.
She been in the league that long, but I get it.
And I look at it. I look at it from a coaching perspective. It's like, bro, if you're not offering nothing to my team, what value do you have with my team?
Especially when you're inconsistent. You got to be consistent. Yeah, you got rookie of the year. Do it again.
That's fine. I'm not tripping on that.
Yeah.
It's what you do. It's what you do. You already know, Brass, Zoe, Wody. It's the show me now. What have you done for me lately, Lee?
Thank you,
gotta update your resume. Y'all see, AB. I said this earlier. Y'all give basketball players a little too much grace, man. You got to update your resume.
Mm-hmm.
No, I agree with you.
Don't get 3 years.
I agree with
you don't get 3 years to learn how to box out. What are we doing?
No. You're supposed to be learning that since you step in the gym.
Now, what I was going to say to you, Zoe, about that 3 years, 4 years, 5 year mark, right? Some people weren't the best that they could be in year one, but sometimes with time in off seasons, come year 3, year 4, they show something new, they show some improvement, or they added something to their bag that they, a little bit more efficient. So what? She's gone into year 3, year 4 now, right?
Now
this is her 5th year, I think.
Hold up, now Wody Mac, I'm with you on that, but specifically a position is known for that kind of development as far as slow development. Mm-hmm. Guards and wings are expected to be developed quicker than that. Now, if you're talking about centers, post players, 3, 4, 5 years because of the difficulty of that position. And historically, unless you got those anomalies like a Shaq or a Lisa Leslie or somebody like that, or Sylvia Fowle, some generational talent will come in right away and show skill. But generally speaking, post players take 3 to 5 years in the pros to fully develop. Okay. Now, when you're a wing like Michaela or a guard, she's guard size, wing size. It shouldn't take you 3, 4, 5 years, bro. That just doesn't happen at that point.
Wody Mac. Before you respond, Wody Mac. So I want you to get where I'm coming from. It's 2 parts to where I'm coming from with Michaela. They told me Tyler Marsh gonna unlock Michaela, and Michaela gonna help us win games and make the playoffs, and she gonna be my starting 3. That's what they told me. So that's my expectation for Michaela. My second part is I'm not asking Michaela to run my offense. I'm asking Michaela to play defense on the perimeter and knock down.
Be consistent.
I'm not asking her to develop into to LeBron James or Candace Parker. I'm not. What are we talking about? That's why I say y'all giving too much grace. Because look, it's levels to basketball. If you want her to turn into your franchise player, it's gonna take time. Angel Reese is your franchise player. It's gonna take time for her to figure out where her go-tos are. Like I talked about the other day, one of Angel Reese's struggles is she doesn't have an offensive package. Once she gets an offense, that takes time. It takes grace. It takes experience. It takes being around vets. That takes time. Michaela, you've been in the league almost 5 years. What we need you to do to win games shouldn't take time.
Why
we gotta and people keep talking about unlock Wody Mac. What are we unlocking? We unlocking her playing defense and knocking down the shot. What you talking about? What we unlocking? Y'all gotta stop this unlock stuff, man.
Lady. right? Play defense.
I heard that.
Rebound.
I heard that same too. I heard the same thing, Prince. That's why I start shaking. I be shaking my head and
Unlock
laughing, dog.
Michaela. What the hell?
I don't know. Maybe more so. Yeah, they talking about more offensive consistency, but with all these players who are, you know, what I mean, one tool or the two-way player, but more so a one-way. They defensively sound and not giving you much offensively. I guess your hope is that she be solid defensively. And this my question would be to y'all is: do you think she's solid defensively?
No,
She
No,
get beat too
She
much.
better than Sabrina Ionescu.
no.
She
no,
better than Ionescu on defense.
no, Walter. She's not, bro. She's
Oh
not.
wow! Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, she's not, dog.
No.
No.
That was Walt Mac. That was
Cause,
Look, Woody Mac, you a Liberty fan,
Walt,
right, Woody Mac?
she was getting cooked, dog. She was getting cooked in them games that I seen, bro. I was
Hey,
shaking my
Woody
head
Mac,
like,
Woody Mac,
man.
Woody Mac, you a Liberty fan, right, Woody Mac?
Yep.
All we want Michaela to do is be Phoebich.
Be Phoebus.
That's it. That's literally it.
Phoebus plays defense, rebound,
I'm about to say.
steals.
Be Betnaja Laney Hamilton. Maybe that.
Oh no, she ain't gonna never be that.
Nah. You doing too much now. You doing too much.
Walter, I'm gonna get you off this live stream now. Come on now. She's not that, bro.
They're about the same size. She ain't the score like Laney Hamilton is, but they the same size. They got the same body type.
Yeah, but Ham a dog though.
But Niger dog. But Niger
Ham a dog. Ham is the capital DOG.
and she got skill. She got skill and athleticism. Michaela's athleticism is not Benaja's. It just ain't in the same league.
Hey, I'm glad you brought her up, Woody Mac. I be trying to tell people this. Just because two people have the same body types or play the same position, it's levels to positions. Bijane Hamilton is a starting small forward caliber player. Michaela is still trying to figure out how to play small forward. It's levels to it. Just because you're titled as small forward don't mean you play it well. That's just a stationary position that people give you because of your body type, your size, and what you're capable of doing. They want us to give grace to Michaela on what she's capable of doing.
I guess the hope is there. She young enough, right? I mean, but the time is running out. If you want to be frank, time might be running short because there always can be a player that can come around out of college or from overseas that's at your position already refined. They got a lot of players overseas play Michaela position that probably could take her job.
Exactly, right, dog. So I mean, this is it for her. Dog.
Once they start paying, they're gonna take it.
This is it.
I have a question.
For 2026, they looking for somewhere.
And again, I want y'all to clip this part. Look, I'm not hating on Michaela.
No.
I'm trying to get y'all to understand she's not what Chicago needs at their three because she's too inconsistent. No. I'm not saying kick Michaela out the league. I'm not saying let her develop from the bench. I don't want to see Michaela play heavy minutes 10 games into the season if she's not playing defense and knocking down shots. I'm gonna be on Tyler Marsh and I'm gonna make 1,000 content videos about it.
Yeah. And I agree with you. So
my question is
for the foolishness.
My question is,
hey, hold on, Brad, because I want to say this too. Some people don't make no sense, but about what they want for Chicago Sky. Because I think they closet haters. Because for you to say give Michaela a chance and you want Chicago Sky to win, that's two different things. Giving Michaela a chance does not mean Chicago Sky is going to win because she's your starting three. Your starting three can't be in the starting lineup getting 30 minutes a game, still developing. Water Mac, does that make sense?
No, it don't make sense. It don't make sense.
That's what I'm trying to get through to people. They think I don't want to give Michaela a chance. I'm hating on Michaela. They told me Chicago Sky is going to be the 6th seed. For Chicago Sky to be the 6th seed, we can't wait on Michaela to develop. Michaela has to be consistent now or go to the bench.
Well, I'll give some grace. Now, this would be a question out of curiosity, right? They're going to be playing Bijane at the 3, so they got her listed as a small forward. at her 5'11" height, right? A lot of people say that she's limited offensive, but she does one thing very well. Off the
Play
jump, she
defense.
gets down here, gets to the rack because she's so athletic. She's extremely athletic in comparison to women to her height, right? But a lot of people say, I mean, okay, she needs to develop more offensive skills, but she's elite at that one thing she does defensively, right? So
Yep.
y'all said no, she's not. He's not that type of defender. I'm just saying, whereas I could see giving grace in the situation if it was per se somebody like Ane, you know what I mean, or somebody who gives you something, a lot of one thing, and they just need some touch-ups in other areas, you know what I mean? But they can stay on the court because they rebound, they play defense, they get in passing lanes, they're great help side, they communicate, all this, that, and the third. They do something just really good, you know? But what does Michaela do really good?
Tulip plays. Listen, you making my point. The reason I'm crashing out about Michaela is because they told me all off season we didn't need a small forward. We shouldn't have went trade for one. We shouldn't have went in the market for one. We shouldn't have drafted a small forward because Tyler Marsh gonna unlock Michaela. So I'm holding them to that expectation that we didn't go get a small forward in the draft that could replace her. That we didn't go get a free agent, the free agent small forward that could replace her. Y'all told me we didn't need a 3 because we had Rebecca Allen who could play the 3 and the 4 off the bench, and Michaela gonna be our starter, Tulip. That's what they told me, and that's the standard I'm holding them to.
Facts, I agree, and I
got the receipt that they try to lie. I got the receipt that they try to lie.
I'm with you, Zo. I am absolutely with you, Zo. I'm with you.
My question
Go ahead, Brass.
She been in the league, like you said, going on 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, what's so special about Tyler Marsh that he can get out of her when nobody else could?
Hey, Brad, she's 25, right? There's some people got drafted this year that's 25. So let's take that slight bit of information into consideration too. Again, how much a rope you want to get a girl? You know what I mean? If she's willing to take a discount,
that's not my question.
You may have to take a hell of a discount, especially if you're not contributing.
It's not my question.
Hey, Woody Mac.
Tyler Marsh.
When you get to the professionals, it's not about your age. How many years you've been in the league? It's about your development and your progression. It's not about your age.
Are you ready now?
Look at Phoebus came over older and later, but once 25. She came in the league, she had an impact.
Thank you.
She came over at 25 too.
That's all I'm saying, Woody Mac. Is Phoebus? Look at Phoebus at 25. Is Michaela not even Phoebus when she was 25?
No.
That's what I'm talking about, Woody Mac. How long I'm gonna let you take up a roster spot when roster spots are limited? The league is, again, we don't got 30 teams where you got talent all over.
Right.
Some players are getting cut because it got small forwards out there that are better than Michaela that's getting cut because we want to keep giving Michaela a chance. We're not trying to win games. That's why I say people be contradicting themselves when they give people grace and they want to talk about this player and that player and talk about bringing this player to the roster. Y'all ain't trying to win. Y'all not trying to win. Y'all really not, because y'all not trying to win. Y'all not. That's what I be getting mad at, Woody Mac. They ain't trying to win.
I need people out there to answer my question. What is so special about Tyler Marsh that he can bring out of Michaela Onyenwere when nobody else could? That's what I want to know. What evidence can you give me from Tyler about this? Is about Tyler Marsh. What is special about Tyler Marsh that he can get out of Michaela Onyenwere? Show me a player on her level that plays just like her, that Tyler Marsh made into a good role player or a player that can win you games when she's on the court. I'll listen.
Brad, if I may,
not the panel, but I want to. If the panel knows, please tell me. If the people in the chat, tell me.
I'll say real quick, Brad, just to address your question.
Hey, my wrenches. One of y'all better not have blocked me, Will.
I'm a member
I'm
and
sorry.
they can't
I'm
block me.
laughing at Branch, dog. I'm laughing at Branch, dog.
Look, don't be throwing the rock and then hide your hands. So if you're trying to block me, you block me. I'm a rich and a member. Can't nobody block me but you.
Let me see, man. Let me see, man.
I was gonna say, Brass, it may be hard to say it just for the sake of conversation. It may be hard to say, knowing that Tyler Marsh came from the Aces and they've had amazing players. I don't know how long was he a coach there. I don't know exactly, so don't get me to capping. But they've had
Well,
amazing players.
Walter, he was the talent and development coach over there.
Right.
Yeah.
But they got mad. They had Jackie Young, the Alicia Gray, so on and so forth. They've had talent at every position. So who did he necessarily help? It's hard to say. They were a good team. They won. They were good. So it's hard to say. For the sake of conversation, it's hard to say.
So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna answer that question this way.
He got the crown now, won't it? So it's showtime now.
I'm gonna tell you, Brands, what people are going off of, and this is all we can really go off of, right? The name that comes up in terms of, players that he develops, his superstar is Jackie Young, right? That's who he developed. But what people are going off of is what all of the Aces players say he meant to them and how he helped them to develop. Without details and specifics on it, that's what people are going on, and so that's what people are looking to see. Even I don't know what he's gonna do, what he's gonna be able to bring out of her, but that's the sentiment of, he did this with Jackie Young by her own admission, and other players by their own admissions. So maybe he can do something with her, and we'll just have to see. But I agree I said this from the start, Brass and Zoe, because y'all was the only two that was on. I said this from the start. I agree with y'all. We can't, in that we can't wait. I'm just saying I'm not done with her. I'll be done with her in those 10 games or 15 games when we see what they actually do, right? That was my only point. That was our only point.
So we all agree she's on a 10-game notice.
Yeah.
I want to know.
She's on a 10-game notice. Bottom line.
I want to know. This is what I want to know. Based on what Pete Wilson said, this is what I would ask those people he's talking about. Is Michaela Onyenwere as good as Jackie Young was coming out of college right now? Is she as good now? Is she as good now than when Jackie Young came out of Notre Dame?
Heavens no.
Okay. All right. That's all I want to know. In other words, people that don't know a damn thing about basketball said that.
So the second part of that question, though, Brass, to be honest, is that part of it, and then what Tyler Marsh said himself, right? So Tyler Marsh has said that he's looking forward to working with her and doing something with her.
Man, do you
stop it, Brass? Stop it, Brass.
Hold up. Do you actually think Tyler Marsh is going to get in front of the camera, in front of the media, and say, "I can't work with her. She's not any good. I'm looking at the I mean, come on, bro.
That's why I told you to stop it, because I already know where you're going to go. Stop it.
Come on.
We can't talk about what he didn't say, but we can talk about what he did say, right? So that's why you got to give.
Come on, be Weezy. Come on, dog. He got that's PR, dog. You can't just bash your player in front of the media, dog.
I'm just saying that's where people. The question was, why do people think this? Right? I'm saying these are rational reasons. I'm not saying how much I believe it. Honestly, I'm not saying how much I believe it. I'm just saying I ain't fast up. I'm not fast up in here running here talking about Michaela is the next Jackie Young. I ain't that. I'm just saying these are the things that.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about Tyler Marsh and coaches in general. They're not throw their players under the bus in public before the season start. And they a first year coach on top of that. There may be them girls in that locker room may love Michaela as a person, and you say something like that in public, now you done lost the locker room.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, I thought about Mike Singletary just now. Cannot work with him.
After the fact.
With him.
That's after the fact.
Do it.
Singletary, when he had that tight end, I forget his name, and
Vernon Davis.
yeah, when he blessed him out, and he already had a body of work that was unsatisfactory. He waited until the body of work when he made that rant. I want winners.
Yes,
And Tyler Marsh doesn't seem like that kind of coach that would say that though.
Yeah.
We know what.
Hey, one thing about Tyler Marsh. Let me say that. One thing I like about Tyler Marsh, I listened to like some audio sound of him at practice, and he talked about taking advantage of mismatches and taking advantage of open shots.
Yes.
Look. Stop letting teams off the hook. Chicago Sky did that too much last season, letting teams off the hook on 4-on-1 fast breaks, open threes. Nah, you come and sit down. So I like that Tyler Marsh said that. You could tell he's gonna be having some accountability with made shots. Because I heard the little snippet from training camp. He talked about, hey, let's make sure we're taking advantage of mismatches and transition offense and stuff like that. Like, so I like that he was saying that. That lets me know he will be watching to see who can make shots and who can't. Because at the end of the day, it's, can you make shots or can't you?
Yeah. If you can't, sit down.
Yeah. Exactly.
If you can't, sit down. Michaela, I love you, but you on a 10 game. You on a 10 game notice, baby. Get it together.
I mean, that applies to some people. Because if Vandersloot is not making shots, she not going to the bench either.
But Vandersloot
that's
other things,
applicable to certain people.
But come on, Walter. Vandersloot does other things, though, bro.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's applicable.
Yeah, she does other things. Yeah.
I would assume that y'all speaking like on Michaela. If you getting burnt on defense, if you're not rebounding, if you're not playing defense, and you're not making shots, well, I can understand how you on the court then. I'll probably let me see what Becca Allen or Kia Nurse can do. Let's get them on the court. I mean, or let's slide Ariel down to the 3, and let's see if somebody want to play the 2 that we can get some consistent spot of shooting from.
What's that sister's name that got signed to a training camp, Zoe? Real athletic. She like 6'1". What's that girl name?
You talking about Tilly?
Tilly Bowler.
Yeah, they said, I was listening to Uncle Jay. Shout out to Uncle Jay. He was saying that she's good.
And she playing tonight?
We'll see. Hopefully she will, bro. Hopefully she will.
I'm assuming most of the roster gonna get some burn at some point.
Yeah, they'll get some burn.
Yeah. But I've seen her film, and to me, she's better than Michaela, particularly defensively. She's quicker.
She's long and she's lanky.
She's quicker. And she got them long arms, and she has great athleticism. And see, this is in the draft, and I know she went before our 10th pick, but I really, really, really wanted Sanaya Rivers because I wanted her to replace Michaela Onyenwere. I was hoping she'd come in, but like I said, she went higher than people projected she would.
She did. That's 2 weeks old.
Throughout the year, you was 2 weeks old news, Brad. We done. I remember all throughout the year there was 2 names.
I'm still hurt. And I think even if she would have dropped the test, Marsh probably would, and Pagliocco probably would have still took ACL because that's Angel Reese.
Yeah.
You got one of the people's names you was saying a lot throughout the year though, Bryce. Maddie Westbrook.
Yep.
Let's see if she work out.
She's a stretch forward. She's a stretch forward.
I think she's gonna work out well with this team though. I think she's gonna work out well.
Yeah. She's gonna be. I ain't worried about her too much.
Yeah, but I'm not either.
I'm worried about that 3 spot.
Exactly. And I'm with you, Brass. I'm like, damn, you could either took Rivers or Sellers, dog. You could have took one of the 2. And we've been rocking and rolling.
I'd have loved Sellers.
Oh, heck yeah,
But
heavens yes.
she
But
got
it is what it is.
she got
Some lineup manipulation. I would say let's see
They,
which
they, they, but they
players
chose,
make it.
they chose somebody.
Let's see which players make the roster. But there's a lot of ways with some lineup manipulation that you could put decent defenders from the 3 on down to the 5 on the court at all times. Again,
Yeah.
mind you, even though Ariel Latkins is there, probably you're starting 2. She was also, I mean, she's a wing player. She's basically a wing player, so she can stay there. She could play your starting shooting guard and be your primary offense or secondary option. I've
Yeah,
always
when you go
me and John
small ball,
Shaft,
you can move it to the 3 when you playing small
yeah,
ball. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
me and John
I got
Shaft been saying for the longest, Angel
you.
can
Mm-hmm.
guard on the perimeter. You can technically just go ahead and let her play at the 3, even though you may not get the shooting, but she can hunt mismatches from there,
Yeah,
right? If she
exactly.
gets guarded by other teams, small forward, depending on if you go kind of like a big lineup, like a real tall lineup, I have an
Mm-hmm.
official 4 and a 5 on the court. Now you got to pick your poison, and she can then hunt mismatches. Like he says he likes to hunt mismatches. I like to hear that type of talk especially if you're going to be very flexible with how you do your lineups. Because
Yeah.
for right now, like I said, that wing position is up in the air. You've got some spark plugs off the bench, got some size. I can see it can work if they are competent defenders.
Yeah. So it's basically wing by committee.
Yeah,
Wing by
it,
committee.
it
Wing
could
by
work.
committee. Yeah. They can
And
make it
you
work.
got that
You
6'7"
absolutely right,
defender.
Whoa. You're absolutely right. It could work.
Your 5 is set. And I know this was Duval saying this somewhere else though, right? He was
Mm-hmm.
speaking, right? It just I'm glad nobody from Gamecocks Nation heard him because you can't talk down on nobody from no Gamecocks. But when he was saying that Camilla needed to prove it, I know y'all probably didn't hear this, and I feel, but I mean, just in general, he was saying, don't give Camilla all this hype and all this praise. She need to prove it first before the ball gets put in her hands, right? I would just say, mind you, though, or those may be wondering. I know China is a different level of competition, but we were looking over it, watching some of the games. John Quinn
I
was
was
there.
looking at her footwork, her ability to run rim to rim. She
Yeah,
been doing that at South Carolina. She
yeah.
been doing
And it's
that.
just
She just
be honest. Don Staley run system. There's nobody for the last couple of years has primarily been the number one give the ball to them option per se every time down.
exactly.
Maybe it's
It's a
Lane
system.
or Joyce right now. It's
Yeah,
a system.
it's a
So
system. That's
having
all.
15 points on in the South
Yo,
Carolina
y'all hear
system,
that?
you're doing your job.
Yeah, I don't know who that is in the background.
I swear that's B Will, but I ain't trying to
Yo,
blow his
I'm
spot.
driving through hell, man.
Man,
It is.
they want to mute.
I'm about to mute it, but let's see if y'all can
Yeah,
hear that. It's
yeah, man. Just be careful,
Yeah,
man.
I hear
Mute your
you.
mic.
Right, when you're looking at Camilla's stat line, right? It was like 13 points in college. 1 year in Syracuse, the first year in Syracuse was 13 points. Last year in SC was like 13 points, right? So you see, like she's like a 15 and 10 type of player, and she was
Yeah,
doing it with only getting about maybe 8 to 10
what
shots. I mean,
5 to 6 touches
yeah,
to
not
where
so much
now
like
to exactly to where now she's going to get between 10 to 15 touches.
maybe like I have the utmost faith that the young lady has
No, yeah,
something
she
maybe
go
that they
ball
can
out,
tap
whoa.
into.
That girl go ball out, bro. She go ball out, bro.
Got the utmost faith to that young lady because just on the strength that she's fleet of foot to be 6'7". She's not the Brittany Griner type of
No,
6'7".
she's quick.
She a gazelle.
She's
Yeah,
she's agile, bro. She's
very
agile,
agile.
bro. At 6'7", can move like a cat. Come on, dog. Come
Yeah.
on.
refuse to blame
Hey,
Carmella.
who
And
said Camilla
you
need to
got the
prove
other
it?
dog. You got
Who
the
said
other dog, but
that?
Masada too. Come on, dog. Come on, bro.
I refuse to blame Camilla for her
Hey,
shortcomings
what
last.
Mac? Who said Camilla need to prove it?
I said the brother name already.
He
and I
was
hate-
saying somebody on some platforms was saying it. I'm like, no.
You said Duval. Didn't you say Duval?
on another platform, but you know Duval though, right?
Oh yeah, no.
I
Duval said that.
heard of him. I heard of
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, the
Man,
one with
Duval be capping, man. What Duval? You in the chat? You gotta pull up and explain yourself.
He's not, that's why I did hate that I didn't even mention it, but it was something I was thinking about. It was something I was thinking about because you know some people like my girl says, like she's like, "Yo, do you play defense and do you got championships? Other than that, I ain't talking about you, right?"
Jesus.
You got 2 rings. She was coming off the bench for Aaliyah
AB.
Boston
Yeah,
for her
for
2
AB,
years,
yeah.
2 years out of her 3-year tenure at South Carolina, right? And then when she on the court, she was like 15-10 for her senior year. So I mean, she very. And then why? Only reason I know some people put China at a different level of competition. True, but I just was looking at the bigs that was there. John Quayle was there this past season. Liz Cambridge, Kelsey Bone, Mercedes Russell, Jean, the 6'10". I can't say her name. We used to have on the Liberty, right? There was a couple of bigs. That was like the bigs that have been in the W that she had to go against, and she's putting up 25, 30-point games.
Hey, Wardy Mac, you ain't even got to explain that, Wardy Mac. Camilla is a 2-time champion. People look. People always talking about that 20, what it was, that 2020 top 5 coming out of high school. People keep forgetting what Camilla was on that list. That's what people keep forgetting.
Yeah.
What you mean, prove herself?
What's she in the top 10? So
He talking about coming
number
out of
3.
high school.
Oh, okay. Hey, man, I know. Yeah, I know Miller. Man, Miller got skills, bro. People keep doubting her. I'm loving it. Keep doubting. I'm here for it. Keep doubting.
Listen, I'm not worried about Camilla. Camilla, listen. For the billionth, trillionth, quadrillionth time, if you don't give your bigs the ball, they will check out.
Thank you.
That's man, woman, and child who plays center. Man, woman, and child from 5th grade to 500th grade. If you don't give your big the ball, they'll check out. That has been proven throughout the annals of basketball time since the basketball used to be shot into a peach basket. If you don't big the ball, to check out. Camilla checked out last year because her damn guards didn't get her the damn ball. That's it, Wody Mac. I am not worried about Killer Camilla. Like I said at the top when I first got on here to Zoe, I want to see the guard play and I want to see the wing play. Part of guard play is getting Camilla the ball.
This was the top 5 coming out of high school. This was the top 5. Paige Beckers, Angel Reese, Cam Brink, Caitlin Clark, Kamillacardoso. What are we talking about?
Absolutely.
And all of them had a 98 grade. Look, this ranking, all of them had a 98 grade. It was really, look, when you got a 98 grade, I don't care where you're ranked. I don't care where you're ranked. Because at the end of the day, once the grade comes out, everything after that is subjective. That's all pointed at about people who probably didn't even play basketball before. Because most of the people who vote for those ain't even play basketball. They're scouts and analytical people. So when you get a 98 grade, I don't care where you rank that after that. Because then it becomes subjective. After the grade, everything else is subjective.
Like you said, so 98 is 98.
I don't care where you rank that. I don't care if you 1, 2, 3. After that, that's all subjective.
Yeah.
There's some big names and a lot of championships on that list.
Yes, it is. Champs only. She's the 2-time. And one of them championships, she's undefeated. So what are we talking about?
Prove herself. What you mean prove herself?
Everything get her the ball and things will be just peachy.
Exactly.
Camilla led the league. Camilla led the league in blocks per 36. What are we talking about?
Thank you. Thank you.
Just to be sure with it, because again, the brother's not here to to speak for himself on it. I understand, again, people do get passionate about people that they ride for. Like, I can give a lot of excuses, and I can show why I think John Quayle is the best big in the game, and there's very, very little room for error. What you want to say? Camilla might be coming for that title. Dominique might be coming for that title. But
you talking about centers? Woody Mac, you talking about centers?
Centers, yes, right. So just like the same,
the best in the game. Woody Mac, you ain't got to explain. What we doing, Woody Mac?
Well, exactly. Wody. I had a conversation with HD. We were talking about Camilla. We called him about these centers. Go and ask HD, who I said right now is the best true five in the league. He'll tell you. And I'll give you a hint. She's in New York.
Big facts.
Woody Mac, we know Jacqueline the best center in the league.
I'm not saying Camilla is better. I'm not saying Camilla is on that level. I'm just saying get her the ball.
Right. No, we're going back to what the brother said, what Duval, the reason he brought it up, not to rehash or whatever. I feel, though, when that article came out that Tyler Marsh's plans is to run the offense through Camilla, however that be, whether getting her touches or have her passing out of the post, right? The brother felt like that was a slight to other people because Camilla didn't. He said in his own words, Camilla don't give her nothing, make her prove it. And I was like, but she's a 2-time champion, my G.
How she gonna prove it if she don't get the
and to add to that, Wally, nigga, she's 6'7". Why would you not get a ball to a 6'7" center? It doesn't make basketball sense.
There's room for a lot of people to eat.
I didn't play basketball, but I played football. But I got common sense, dog. It's common sense.
Absolutely.
It's called common sense.
Yeah. I understand
common sense.
A lot of people to eat. A lot of teams have 2 and 3 stars, right? Everybody get a chance. Everybody eats, B. Everybody eats, B. Like my man said, it paid it for. Everybody eats, B. And I understand.
Yeah. Real quick. If the Chicago Sky players want to eat, get the ball to Camilla. Because she'll demand a double team. She'll demand a triple team. If she's a threat down low, she will command and demand defensive help. Once that happens, that open up for Ariel Atkins, that open it up for Angel Reese, that open up for Kia Nurse, that open up for Rebecca Allen, that open it for Michaela. If she can shoot, it'll open things up for the offense. I remember when Duval said that because I was on there with Duval when he said that. And HD had a crash out the other day because somebody went behind because he said that Angel should be the third option, and I agree because the number one option should be Camilla, the number 2 option should be Ariel Atkins, and then after that everybody else can eat it. Because remember last year when they was not getting Camilla the ball, the defense converged on Angel. That's why when she got the ball down low, she was off the double and triple team. We seen it in Unrivaled. They double and triple teamed her because she's a problem. And we could not shoot the ball. So when Angel passes the ball out of the post, out of a double team, we brick the shot or clang the shot. That's why Angel has to be the third option because it'll open it up for if Ariel and Camilla are scoring. Everybody jumped on HD for that. Somebody even wrote a paragraph hating on HD. That's why he crashed out over there on Showtime and K-Sap's page. That's why he got pissed.
And I gotta say this, Brad. Whoever did that, dog, that's what women do. That's what women do, and I'ma stand on it. Dog. Men don't do that. That's women. That's women men stuff, bro. You don't write no paragraph to another man about that, bro. That's weak to me.
I didn't say all that,
that's
but
weak.
I just thought it was like it don't make sense.
Wody. I'ma stand on it, dog. That is weak, dog. That's weak. That's not what men do, bro. It's not what men do.
As far as the point
you can have a conversation. You can, but hold on. All I'm saying is have a conversation with my little bro. Nah, bro, that's weak, dog. That's weak to me, dog. I don't care how you take it. And I stand on it. I don't care how you take it, dog. That's weak as hell, bro. You don't write no paragraph to another man, dog. That nigga, that dog. Boy, you better look him on Zoe channel, dog. I'm respect Zoe, bro.
As I said, I not to go too dive. It's just the point itself, and anybody making that type of point there when that article came out, when they speaking on how Tyler Marsh envisions what the offense will run like. I don't see that as a slight. And I understand people got, a lot of people want to read between the lines just to make sure that the messenger that they're hearing the message from, right, ain't got no ulterior motives. Cool, granted. I'm just saying, and people saying in the chat, people saying up here, well, damn, like in the Shaquille O'Neal type of sense, like in the Hakeem Alot, David Robinson type of sense, the biggest person, most athletic, and you know what I mean, the most dominating, well, you want to say dominating, most imposing person on the court who happens also to be the tallest person on the court with some touch around the rim. Well, hell, why not? Or facilitate an offense where we can work through that and everybody else can eat. And like I'm saying, like it's not like Shaquille O'Neal did it by himself. Even in Orlando, it didn't like he did it by himself. Yes, he was a problem, but man, other people was putting up buckets too. That's all. It seems like it sounds like to me, and I know it's not quite the same, but it's almost like that. It's almost like that Miami Heat, Shaquille O'Neal, Dwayne Wade situation with Camilla and Angel Reese in comparison type of ways, right? They're trying to get Angel coming down here, going to the right because she's hard to stop, and then you got Shaq down low still getting busy, and you got Alonzo off the bench. You know what I mean?
The principle's the same. The principle's the same. Well, you 100% right. It doesn't matter dominant, not dominant, or whoever. If you have a starting center that's 7 foot and has at least decent footwork and can get to the bucket and then
give him the damn ball
and demand a double team. He ain't gotta be Shaq. He ain't gotta be Olajuwon. He ain't gotta be Kareem. Just somebody effective like Duckworth. Duckworth for Portland. He wasn't on that level, but he was still a problem. And he demanded the double team, and that opened it up for Clyde Drexler and the rest of his teammates. So the principle is the same. If you got a presence of Brittany Griner, you got a presence. John Quell Jones, Asia Wilson. If you have a problem down low defensively with their center, the principle is the same. Get them the ball, get out the way, let the defense react, and if they double, then go from there. That means it'll open it up for your shooters. Open it up for Kobe. Open it up for Ron Harper. Open it up for Derek.
Look, want me to tell you something? These GOAT debates and all of this has skewed what people think is like first, second options. Let me tell y'all something. All that first, second option stuff, you two made that up to try to make points and make stuff make sense to the casual fan. Mm-hmm. At practice, we don't use none of that. That's not even a saying at practice, first, second option. No. What's the play? What's the first action, the second action, the third action? Every play is ran differently. If we're running a high-low play, it's going to go through the big. And whoever the best big is, that's who gets the ball first. That's the first action. If we run in motion on the high wing, whoever the best shooter is, that's who touches the ball first. I don't know where all this came from. Like we don't go into practice and be like, okay, you first option, you second option, and you third option every play. That's not how that works because every play is different. Every play's action starts differently. Some start low, some start left, some start short corner, some start high break. Like y'all gotta get out of this because at the end of the day, Michael Jordan was praised. He was the first option when he won his first MVP in '84. He was the first option. He came down court with the ball. He took the first shot. Mm-hmm. Phil Jackson and Tex Winter came in with the triangle. I don't know who y'all think Michael Jordan was, but he was not the first option in the triangle.
No, he wasn't.
I don't know what y'all think an offense is. Like look, just because he took the most shots, don't mean he was the first option. Even with the Kobe and Shaq, Kobe wasn't the first option on the triangle offense. Nope. I don't know what y'all think. The guard plays off of the big that's flashing. I don't know what y'all think offenses are.
It's called the triple post offense, though.
y'all be killing me.
Post.
Look, man, y'all be this
Not
is
guard.
beyond,
Triple
man.
guard. Triple
And then
post.
look, people be want to sound all educated, making videos, talking about first section option. What's the difference, man? Y'all, look, I'm gonna be honest. I heard 85 of the people I heard talk about this Angel Reese, Camilla situation between the first option. Look, you can come challenge me if you want to. 85% of the people I heard speak on that is completely wrong. And look, I even was like letting my old teammates listen to it. We still got our group chats and stuff. I'd be like, listen to this, man. Look what they're telling people on YouTube. That's why this person's the first option. I'm like, that's not even what that is. Y'all, look, man, this is ridiculous. And y'all wonder why I be crashing out. Y'all, look, people get on YouTube and turn basketball and break down into something that it ain't. That's not even true. Being the first option does not mean you take every shot. Does not mean being the first option does not mean you lead the team in points. That's not what that is. And we don't even call it an option. We call it an action. Y'all let reporters come in and tell y'all first option, second option. That's reporter stuff because they can't translate. They can't relate to locker rooms like that. We don't call it the first option. What the hell, man? What's the play?
Right. Yeah.
The only issue I'm seeing some people who are in Sky Central, who are in, you know what I mean, Skytown fans that they're having, for whatever the reason that may be, is they're feeling like that Angel might be getting neglected in the offense if that happens. Which I don't see why. When
they don't know basketball. Come on, man. Come on. I'm
look
done.
what we're doing in training camp. Look what she was doing on the ride.
Somebody else gonna think like that. He's right.
Look what they were doing in training camp. Look what they were doing in Unrivaled. Having Angel, like I said, coming down here with it, making decisions from the key and from the wing, right? So ergo, if she's playing a point forward type of role, like I was comparing it with somebody else, kind of like getting in her LeBron bag, so to speak, right? And she was one of the few people a lot of people were saying was willing or trying to get the ball into Camilla in the post, because a couple of y'all probably seen it a few times last year. Well, Camilla had position. She was down low. She didn't get the ball. She stood up and put her hand on her hip and watched the person who was dribbling the ball with her hand literally on her hip, just looking out to the ball handler, right? Like, you don't see me down here, or whatever the case may be, right?
Right.
This is ridiculous, man. Look, stuff like conversations like that be making me not even want to be on YouTube. That's how much I love basketball and break it down film. Like conversations like that make my job hard, because now people got to ask me these stupid questions that I don't even know how to answer, because that's not even basketball. Like this how it goes. Camilla's the first action. That don't mean she's shooting. That means she's the first action to the next action. If Camilla gets, listen here, y'all. When Vandersloot comes across half court, if Vandersloot gives Camilla the ball at the top of the key, she's the first action. Yeah, that's not mean the players ran for her. She's the first action. Y'all, this gotta stop, man. This gotta stop. And I've even heard people who play basketball. This I know. This is why I say it's levels to basketball. I've even heard people try to break down that first, second option nonsense that say they played basketball. Apparently, you wasn't that good. Apparently, you was watching the good players run the play, because even the way you explained it ain't true. Again, I say this all the time. Just because you play basketball don't mean you know basketball. That didn't know a play. They were just so good, they would make shots out of a broken set, and the fans didn't even know they just ran the wrong play.
Right.
Go ahead. When you score, it don't matter, right? Now the coach,
it don't matter. When you score, it don't matter.
Not to the fans, it don't. To the coach, he might lose his ish.
Yeah, he gonna lose it. He gonna lose his top. Like, damn it, didn't I tell you so to run this way?
The wrong play. We got to run with it that time. We got to run with it that time. Next time we might be going the other way, and we lose 3 or 4 or 5 points.
Man, these people, dog, I swear. I swear. I swear.
Don't crash out,
But
bro. Don't crash out, bro.
taking
They
out of
don't
the,
know,
Be getting
bro.
out of
They don't
hand,
know.
man.
Some people don't know, though,
Be
bro.
getting out of hand.
maybe again, and I think I'm explaining it as best as I can as I'm seeing it. Not saying that this is everybody's sentiment, but as I'm seeing what some people are verbally saying, typing in chats, or making videos on, right?
Yeah.
Like you said, first action, second action, or how people seeing first option, whatever. Again, and you take this with what you will. People who are feeling that the amount of touches Angels, the amount of touches or the amount of attempts Angels going to get is going to go down, and so they feel perturbed about that for whatever reason. Why, I don't know.
You know what it is, Wody? You know what it is, Wody? A lot of these fans who don't know basketball but are big fans of Angel Reese, what it is,
There it is.
what it is, no,
That's right there.
let
And you
me
go,
finish.
hey, Brad, say that again, Brad, before you finish, Brad. Say that again. Say that again.
They are Angel Reese fans, and they want the Clark fans to see her touch the ball and shoot the ball and make the shots so that she can shut them up. They're not doing it necessarily for the success or failure of Chicago. They do it because they're Angel fans, and they want her to prove through hook or through crook that she can make a layup, she can hit a shot, she can hit a 15-footer, she can hit a three. They want her to beat Caitlin Clark, 6'4" Caitlin Clark, so they can shut the Clarkies up.
But Brad, look at this, Brad. Look at this, Brad. Let me explain offense to people right quick. This is how offense works. Yes, we want Angel Reese to get touches. But if Angel Reese is the first person to touch the ball, every play down, she better have a package.
Yep.
That package that everybody keep thinking I'm throwing shade at Angel Reese for her having on offense. If y'all want her to touch the ball every play down, the first person to touch the ball, she better have a package.
Yep.
And
guess what? When you cross half court, let me tell y'all something. When you cross half court, whoever touches the ball first, that's the way the defense shifts. She gonna have all 10 eyes on her the moment she touches the ball first. If Kamilla touches the ball first, Tyler Marsh, if he coming from the Aces and he want to run that open offense, go watch the Aces. Go watch them. Aja Wilson would get the ball at the high elbow, quickly pass it, and go into the set. You need to stretch the floor and balance it first. Kamilla is 6'7", so that means the biggest person on the floor is going to have to come out the paint. If you want Vandersloot to get downhill and get in drive kick penetration, if you want Angel Reese to start using her floater to get in her low block action, if you want Ariel Atkins to get in her ISO, you got to pull Kamilla out the paint. Some of y'all are stupid. So I'm gonna say this again. Everybody who's been trying to explain, everybody who's been trying to explain this first option, second option, third option, you're wrong and you're stupid.
I brought it up as an example, but I'm just saying the main point I was bringing to you, Zoe, is all I'm seeing is people worrying about the touches is gonna go down. And when the brother said that, like, yo, she got to prove it. And I'm not going to rehash it no more. Leave it alone where it is with that. I just thought that was, I always say, prove what, though? That we another champion. We dealing with, it makes sense in the basketball sense when I think of all the great teams that had great bigs, too. And it's not like she's going to suffer because she's going to get hers, too.
Yeah,
that's all I was saying.
Gene Gray, I don't know if you be trolling. Gene Gray, I don't know if you be trolling or you still trying to learn basketball, but nothing I just explained means that Reese would be Derek Fisher. That would be Vandersloot because Derek Fisher brings the ball across half court and gets off of it. In that, if there was running triangle, Angel Reese would literally be Rick Fox. Literally.
Thank you.
What are we talking about?
Yep.
What are we talking about? Y'all are clueless.
Yep. I was just about to say that, Zoe, because I thought of Rick Fox.
Ariel Atkins, if they ran triangle, Kamilla would be Shaq. Vandersloot would be Derek Fisher, and Ariel Atkins would be Kobe.
Yep.
Y'all, I am clueless, man. This is going crazy. I gotta end this stream though, man. Thank y'all for coming up. Like this is nonsense, man.
Don't on the crash out.
I am Zo Media, where the passion collide. Spotlight the hustle, bring the grind worldwide. From interviews to moves, the game's in my scope. Showcasing the greatness, inspiring hope. She cross up defender, step back, that's clean. Highlight moments, blowing up the whole scene. From buzzer beaters, the teamwork extreme. The beauty of the game, living out the dream. I break it all down, every pick, every roll. From the layups to the swishes, every hoop, every goal. Got the mic in my hand, got the stats in my soul. Women's basketball shining, that's the ultimate role. From legends of the past.